up and sit down.
Hi guys, Foxtrot here. Today I'm very excited to share this unboxing with you. It's the ASUS ROG STRIX Z490-E gaming motherboard. I took the plunge and have decided to upgrade to the Intel 10th gen. I've gone for the i7-10700K, and because they use the new LGA 1200 socket, I had to upgrade the motherboard as well. And after a lot of thought, I decided on the ROG Z490-E gaming. A little bit about the Z490-E gaming then before we look in the box. The price of this board is currently between £299 and £335. However, if you're quick, you can grab the board with a free ASUS ROG Gladius 2-core gaming mouse, which if you don't intend to use will resell nicely and bring down the price of the board significantly. This board carries the new LGA 1200 socket as already mentioned, and is designed to only work with the Intel 10th gen CPUs, so it will not fit any previous CPU series. Looking at the front of the box, which you should see on your screens now, you can feel the quality coming out at you straight away. Republic of Gamers don't tend to produce bad products, and you can already see a lot of the features they have added to this board just with the image on the front of the box. The box is large and strong enough to protect the board during postage, so unless something goes drastically wrong, you should get your board all in one piece. Onto the back then, and you can start to see the features ROG have enabled with this board. A full image of the Z490-E gaming shows it's absolutely covered in heatsinks, not only over the VRMs, but also over the two M2 slots to ensure maximum performance out of your M2s. You can also see it carries 3 RGB areas which are fully programmable with different effects and colours, including being able to turn them off and enter stealth mode. The ROG STRIX Z490-E gaming comes with built-in Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth. If you don't need this, however, there is an ASUS ROG STRIX Z490F, which is around £30 cheaper and does not carry Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. However, the mouse that comes with the E version should make up the price difference if sold, and the F version does not come with a mouse. It carries 3 PCIe 3.16 slots and 3 PCIe 3x1 slots. It's not clear yet whether this motherboard will support PCIe 4, but regardless, so far the 10th gen CPUs have been said not to either, so it wouldn't really matter as the Z490 board only works with 10th gen CPUs currently. In terms of storage, the board is capable of carrying 2 M2 cards or has 6 SATA ports for SSDs or HDDs. But remember that if you're using either of the M2 slots, at least one of the SATA ports will be disabled for each M2 installed. So check the manual before plugging in a SATA connection. Okay, that's enough talk. Let's look at getting inside the actual box and releasing the motherboard from its packaging. Here we go then. Nice and easy to open again, as I always appreciate, as you know, the choice of champions. I have had a look at the box contents of another one, so I do know a little bit about what I'm seeing in here. So to start with, this is the Wi-Fi receiver, I believe. You can see, if you can see it through the package there, it's sort of like a triangle fin, and that's the base, and then the wire to connect it to the Wi-Fi receiver. This is the motherboard itself. I'm going to pull this tray out because we've got a little bit more under the actual motherboard. We'll come back to that in a second. Into the documents, we've got the user guide. I do recommend you follow the steps in the user guide if you are putting your motherboard in. Also, the information about which SATA ports are disabled when you use which M2 slots is in here as well. Driver CD, I'll download mine straight off the ASUS website and choose which drivers I want off there. Quick start guide, really handy to have if you really can't be bothered reading the user guide. There's a nice little quick start guide in there to at least get you up and running. Safety information. Now this is probably one of my favourite features, the ROG sticker selection or transfers. Rather than just a little tiny square sticker, you get ROG's gone all out, give us a full page of different stickers to use, We've got fan covers, big ROG logos there, battery covers to stop that silver battery shining in your face, and we've also got labels for the cables, which is really handy if you've got RGB fans. You'll know why. A little thank you note here. Thank you for purchasing this ROG STRIX product. You've made the choice of champions, and then sign up to this, that and the other, and you'll get some emails. And then contact numbers. Okay, there's a little bit more just under here, so I'll just get this part of the box out of the way. Alright, here we go then. So starting off, we've got the RGB strip extension cable. I have a thermostat or thermometer there. I don't know if I'll use that yet, but it is a handy feature to have. Now, another great thing ROG are throwing in is the Republic of Gamers keyring. I really like that. Nice little addition there. Okay, another, I believe, RGB extension cable. Zip ties, can't have enough zip ties, great for cable management. I'm glad they've decided to put some of them in. The VRM fan, I'll show you where that goes. It's got a bracket on the actual motherboard. SATA cables, always good to use the new SATA cables you got. There may be an update on the ones you've already got in your system, so think about using the ones in the box. VRM fan screws. M2 screws, try not to lose them, they're absolutely tiny. And then finally, just a bit of padding to go underneath your M2 to stop it contacting with the motherboard. Alright, so we'll get all that out of the way, and we'll get this motherboard out of the box as well then. So I'll just show you pulling it out of the tray here. You just lift up that section, and then you can get in that side to pull that out like so. Alright, I'll get the board out of the static bag. Make sure you do destaticize yourself before you go hands on with the motherboard. Here we go. So the board is nice and heavy, it feels strong and well made, and as you can see it looks awesome. You can really see that even if you had the 3 RGBs turned off, that's that one, and this one down here, the board would still carry a really nice design, and I'm in love already. So I won't pretend to be too much of an expert when looking at motherboards, but I will give you a basic rundown of what we can see here. Going left to right then, first we have the back panel, and it comes with a pre-fitted I/O shield, which is quite rare on motherboards. Quite often you have to fit your own shield, and it's the first thing you have to fit, otherwise you'll end up going back to that and having to pull the whole motherboard out to get it on there. So it's nice of ROG to put that on already. The back panel itself carries a total of 10 USBs. One of those is a USB Type-C, as you can see down there. We've got a HDMI port at the top next to a DP port as well, display port. The Wi-Fi receiver is there. Obviously that's where the fin would plug into. Optical output there. And then you've got the 5 gold-plated audio jacks there as well. Just next to the back panel section then, you can see that we've got the U-shaped VRM heat shield covering all the VRMs, along with an integrated heat pipe to really help with that heat dispersal. If you are thinking of overclocking, a motherboard with a heat shield on the VRMs to this sort of quality and size is a must really. There's a bracket on there as well for the VRM fan, that's that one there, if you wish to add that. So obviously next up is the LGA 1200 socket here. It's got a socket cover, so I'll just pull that off. That's the cover there. If you haven't seen an Intel socket before, the CPU itself goes in there, and then the bracket closes over the top and slots in like that. It's really easy to get the CPU in. The problem comes when you're looking to put the heatsink on. If you've not done that before, that can be a bit daunting. Next to that, obviously we've got the DRAM slots. The board is capable of taking 4 sticks of RAM, up to a maximum of 128 gigabytes at 4600 megahertz. Coming down from that, you've got the SATA ports. There's 6 of them, 2 in each block there. And surrounding that, obviously you've got all the heat shields, which are also integrated into the PCIe slots and also covering the 2 M2 slots. which I believe are there. So you will have to remove that to get the M2 in. It's nice to have those. Some M2s heat up quite quickly, and you can actually get aftermarket M2 heat sinks. So it's good to see them on there already. Finally, across from those heat shields then, you can see that the top two PCIe 16 slots, which is where your graphics card would go, or both of your graphics cards if you've got to, are reinforced, which I really think is a must-have, especially with the size and weight of top-tier GPUs in order to protect the board. So you can just see there, you've got like a metal covering along the top of both of those. It's just the top two. It just helps stop GPU sag and also protects that board a little bit more. That's about all I can go into with the actual motherboard itself, guys. I'm very impressed with how this board's put together, and I'm really glad I chose this particular Z490. The ASUS ROG STRIX Z490-E gaming's cost, in my opinion, is worth it for the quality of board you get, along with the features built into it. This board, of course, may not be suited for you, so ensure you have a good look at what's available before you make your purchase. It's worth noting that BIOS is also really important on a motherboard, especially if you are thinking of overclocking, and the BIOS on ASUS boards is both comprehensive and easy to use, so bear that in mind when making your decision. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. Please let me know in the comments below if you did, and also any questions you might have, leave them down there as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my other videos and channels for more like this. Catch you next time.